Come on.
'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
Welcome to Pure Picks. This is Gerard, and today we're going to be doing a best bets video for UFC Fight Night, Emmett versus Vallejos. Now, before we get into the best bets, we got to talk about UFC 326, which was a complete disaster. Majority of why we are down 9.5 units on the card is because 8.5 units of those were tied to none other than your boy, Max Holloway. So there's a reason why James is not on this video right now. He doesn't want to show face. He has fled the country and will be back soon. But no, he's on a trip right now, which is convenient because now he doesn't have to see this big fat disaster of a recap that we have here on Max Holloway. But yeah, we're going to bounce back from this. This is our biggest loss ever, 9.5 units down, but we're going to keep it pushing. We're going to get back to being profitable this year, so let's keep going. Obviously, UFC Fight Night, Emmett versus Vallejos. There's going to be 3 fights on this card that I think has best bet potential. I already saw that first one. The first one is on this fight, Fili versus Jose Delgado. Now, I think this fight can very well be a banger. Jose Delgado's already ballooned up to minus 425. So we're not going to take the money line for Delgado there. He's been moving a lot lately. So this fight, I'm going to be taking Jose Delgado here by knockout. And I've alerted the pure pickers that I really like this knockout line at plus 125 earlier this week. Minus 110, maybe you could last stab at minus 110 might be the final straw of getting a line like that. So I'd prefer it to be plus money. Plus 125, but minus 110 is not too bad. I might still scoop that, but yeah, we'll see. And possibly that under 2.5 for Delgado Fili might be a parlay piece if you can find some confident legs to add to that. But best bet here, Jose Delgado by KO, TKO, plus 125 earlier this week. Now it's minus 110. So I think that's going to be a good one. Now, the second fight that I want to talk about is Bruno Silva versus Charles Johnson. Now, this fight, Charles Johnson coming off of a knockout loss to Alex Perez. That fight was a month, 2 weeks, and 2 days ago. So he got TKO'd in that fight and was on skates during that round and until the referee finally called it off. As for Bruno Silva, he got a rear naked choke win against Hyung Sung Park by submission. He has losses here against Joshua Van, Manel Kape by knockout, and he knocked out Cody Durden in that, I believe, second round where he was losing. And as you can see here, Bruno Silva likes to be finished or finish fights. So in this fight, the under 2.5 could be a potential play here. Under 2.5, Charles Johnson, Bruno Silva. Both fighters can find a finish. Bruno Silva likes to keep his fights short. So Bruno Silva doesn't see the distance too much. Fight goes the distance, plus 105 could be a potential play here too. So any of these two right here, however you want to slice it, plus 105 on goes the distance, no, or the under 2.5 at plus 140 are potential good bets on this fight. We'll see if that even makes it to our official picks, as I'll be on Discord with Alex to put together our official bets for this UFC Fight Night. Now, as for the last and final fight that I want to, has a potential best bets that can make it to our official bets for this fight night, Brad Tavares versus Eryk Anders. Both fighters are 38 years of age. Eryk Anders already pushing 39 years of age. And in this fight, both fighters have been finished. They've been knockout, TKO'd. But Brad Tavares wasn't as bad because he got TKO'd where he was telling the ref that he was okay, but it already looked like he was taking too many shots, so they had to stop that fight. Eryk Anders faced a vicious spinning elbow and punches by Christian Leroy Duncan. And the way I see this fight, this could end up being a close fight. But the big thing here, Eryk Anders is almost 39, and this is his last fight in the UFC. He mentioned that he's looking to be retiring now. He has his mind split on different investments, business, and now preparing for a UFC fight is getting pretty difficult now at his age, 38, 39, almost 39 years of age. So I got to go with Brad Tavares on this one. Let's see the odds here. Brad Tavares opened as a minus 185 and has been bet down to a minus 115. Now, Eryk Anders, he opened up as a plus 160, bet down to a minus 105, and basically close to an even odds on this fight. Now, for the best bet, what I would do for this fight, because Eryk Anders has been looking to retire, Brad Tavares is still looking to be competitive and hasn't flirted with retirement yet. You can go Brad Tavares money line. That's not bad, minus 115. Even the over 2.5 could be a potential parlay piece, but that's not a best bet. I think this fight can go the distance. This fight going to distance is minus 160, but in all honesty, I think the best bet for me here, if I had to pick a spot, is this Brad Tavares by points at plus 165. Now, both fighters just came off of a finish getting knocked out, but with these two 38-year-olds fighting, I think this can very well go the distance. It could be a back and forth fight, even some grappling exchanges on the cage, against the cage, and then this fight could stall and burn some clock by stalling and grappling against the cage against these two fighters. So this fight, I can see a Brad Tavares by points. This fight goes to the judges. It could be split. It could be majority unanimous. Brad Tavares in this one against an Eryk Anders who's looking to retire after this fight. So, or we'll see if this is a potential official bet for UFC Fight Night, Emmett versus Vallejos. And let's run them down one more time. This Charles Johnson, it's under 2.5, and Jose Delgado. So these three can potentially make our official bets for this Fight Night card. So yeah, let's bounce back from last week, UFC 326, UFC Fight Night. Let's get profitable. Let's bounce back week. James will be coming back soon. Alex may come through next week. We'll see. But this has been Gerard signing out. Let's get it.